Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, welcome to our 8th lecture, in which we are going to move to chapter 8, which tackles the argumentative essay. In today's lecture, we are going to study the definition of the argumentative essay. We will learn about first two instructions of writing an argumentative essay, which are 7 in total. We are going to know what are the aims of writing an argumentative essay. How can one define an attitude? First of all, let's know what is an argumentative essay. Argumentative essay is concerned almost entirely with ideas. You are required to discuss a particular problem, and you are not free to explain a subject in any way you wish. A question here may be asked: what are the requirements of an argumentative essay? The first requirement is the ability to reason, which means that you must be able to argue. Number two, the capacity for arguing ideas in logical order, which means that you must arrange your ideas in a logical order. 3. You must depend largely on your general knowledge. What you know is more important than what you imagine or observe. So, in argumentative essay, you should depend entirely on facts. Now let's move to the instructions of argumentative essay. The first is aims. What are the chief aims you will be expected to do when writing an argumentative essay? So we have 4 aims. These 4 aims should be put in mind while writing an argumentative essay. A. To argue for or against a proposition without attempting to persuade the reader to agree with you. So your aim is to present your viewpoint. This is the first aim. B. To argue in such a way to persuade the reader to agree with you. This is the second aim. C. To attempt to solve a problem. D. To discuss a problem without arriving at a solution. So we have 4 aims. The first aim, you should argue for or against without trying to make the reader to argue with your viewpoint. The second aim is you should argue and try to convince the reader to agree with you. The third aim, as we said, is that you should attempt to solve a problem, to make a solution. While the fourth aim is that you should discuss a problem without aiming to arrive to a solution. Now let's move to the second instruction of writing an essay. The second instruction is defining an attitude. Argumentative topics does not need to be explained in different ways. Actually, the meaning of a subject or topic should be clear immediately. There should be no doubt in the chosen topic. So the topic you choose for an argumentative essay should be clear. For example, let's have this topic. Sorry. Is it right that books, plays, and films should be subjected to censorship? The difficulty in this topic lies not in interpretation or explanation, but in deciding on the best way to tackling the subject. Thus, you can deal with such topic by either using for or against attitude. This is the first attitude, for and against, or give both viewpoints. You should give both viewpoints without committing yourself to one side or the other. So it's very important to define your attitude. That is, بمعنى, you must decide on the way you intend to argue before attempting to make a plan. So we have two types of attitudes. The first is for and against. The second is to give the both viewpoints without committing yourself to one or the other side. Dear students, in today's lecture, we talked about the definition of the argumentative essay, its requirements, the aims of writing an argumentative essay, and finally, defining an attitude. This is the end of the lecture. Next lecture, we are going to discuss the following 3 instructions. Till that time, stay safe and do your homework in time. Thanks.